Hi everyone. In this lecture we will discuss about invertible and non-invertible systems. Fine. So let's talk about the invertible system first. So a system is considered invertible if it possesses an inverse system that when combined with the original system generates an output that is identical to the input of the initial system. Clear? So if the input is x of n to the initial system, this particular system output should be equal to x of n. Then we can say that this complete is what? A invertible system. That is what written over here also. So a system is known as invertible only if an inverse system exists which when cascaded with the original system produces an output equal to the input of the first system. Hope it is clear to you. So this is the first system, and so x of n is applied to this, so it will be what? Transform, output will be what? Transform of x of n, right? And this is acting as an input to this inverse system, and this inverse system will give you the output which is basically what? Inverse transform of what? Transform of x of n. Clear? So this is what? If this is equal to x of n, which is what? Original input, then we can say this complete is what? An invertible system. Fine. Now let's go next and understand this. So this property of invertibility is crucial in various fields such as signal processing and control systems. Fine. So by having an inverse system, it becomes possible to recover the original input from the output, enabling the system to be reversed. Clear? You can easily get the original signal then. Fine. So in practical terms, this means that any changes or transformations applied to the input can be undone, allowing for a comprehensive understanding and manipulation of the system's behavior. Okay? Fine. Now, if any system fails to meet this criteria, then that system is called as what? Non-invertible systems. So, for example, if the input is what? X of n, and the output of this inverse system is not equal to x of n. If it is not equal to x of n, then we can say this complete is what? A non-invertible system, right? So if inverse transform of x of n, if this is not equal to x of n, so it is what? Non-invertible system. Hope it is clear to you. Fine. Let's move to the next. Let's see few more points related to this. So if the impulse response of the original system is h of n, then the impulse response of the inverse system is what? Inverse of h of n. So basically this is system, this is inverse system. So the input applied is what? Assume x of n, and the output of this system is what? Y of n. And the output from the inverse system is what? Assume it is what? P of n, and assume it is, we are talking about the invertible system, so P of n is equal to what? X of n, right? If it is invertible system, then we can find that y of n is equal to what, boss? So y of n is equal to convolution of x of n and h of n, right? And if you talk about this P of n, so P of n is nothing but convolution of y of n and inverse of h of n. Clear? Now you already know about this y of n, which is what? Convolution of x of n and h of n, right? And convolution of inverse of h of n. Now you can write this as x of n convolution of h of n convolution of inverse of h of n. Now here is the twist. So you should be aware about one thing. Anyhow, we are going to cover this in future, but you should be aware. This will give you convolution of h of n and inverse of h of n will give you del of n as a result. So finally it becomes what? This will be equal to x of n convolution of x of n and del of n. So convolution of x of n and del of n is equal to what? X of n only. So these things we will discuss in future. Don't worry about that how it becomes x of n, how it is equal to del of n. We are going to deal with this things in future. So hope it is clear to you. So as an example, consider the system and its inverse system as shown in this figure, right? So from here, or simply if I say, for example, if y of n is equal to what? A into x of n. So in this case, this p of n will be what? Then p of n will be what? Basically it should be 1 by a into y of n, right? Then only you will get what? X of n. So hope it is clear to you. So this is a small analysis talking about the invertible system. So if you have any doubt in invertible and non-invertible system, please ask in the comment section. Thanks for watching.